I think of energy, I think of excitement, and I think of creativity. That's what I think of when I think of Phillip Jeffries.
When I think of Phillip Jeffries, I think of a number of things: travel and nature, and I'm kind of getting away, because that is really a theme throughout a lot of your collections. They really transport you to another place.
I think of, first and foremost, amazingly beautiful wall coverings, of course, but I also think of your positive energy. You guys have such a good vibe. It has such a familial feel, even though you guys have such an established presence at the same time. And then, of course, I think of that amazing warehouse with, 1 million yards of wall coverings. I love it.
I think of passion. I think of quality, but I also think of humor. You guys are always the life of the party, and frankly, your products are always the life of every room that you guys are in.
I think of two things: innovation, because that is really what you guys are known for, and also inspiration, because every time we see what you guys have to launch at market, we come home inspired and wanting to redo our walls.
What is really unique about your designs are the textures. They're so textural. You just want to, obviously they're beautiful to look at, but you just kind of want to touch them as well. And then that's even more satisfying because they always have such a beautiful texture to them too. And the materials that you use are just beautiful as well. And they're so timeless.
Is your creativity. I had the great privilege of getting to tour your headquarters last fall and getting to see the design studio where you have like full drops in all different colorways that you're playing with. I think it's just kind of amazing to get to see behind the scenes about the process of what goes into your design. And frankly, the versatility and huge variety. I mean, there's so many materials, so many colors, and such great scale to your creations. And it's just, yeah, I really would say creativity.
Is that you guys are so good at articulating inspiration. I'm always amazed every season at how you take one small piece that inspires you and are able to so beautifully weave it through a collection.
My favorite element of Phillip Jeffries' design is really the artisanship and the craftsmanship that is infused into so many of the wall coverings that we see and that you present to us.
I'm hoping to see more kind of natural materials, because you guys are so good at using kind of natural materials and also incorporating nature into your designs as well in a way that is so unique. I mean, nature and kind of natural materials are so trendy at the moment, but you guys do it in a way that really stands out from the crowd. So I'm excited to see that even more so.
When I saw that invitation and it said Savanna and I saw a picture of a lion, I thought we need an out of Africa moment right now more than ever before. So that's what I'm hoping for. Bring it on.
I think that what we could all use in our homes these days is serenity and kind of soothing calmness. And so I'm hoping to see some wall coverings that can help up the serenity factor in my own home. And then I would also say that I'm looking to see influence from around the world, because these days, you know, we're all spending so much more time at home. We're not able to go out and explore in the ways that we would probably like to. So I'd love to bring a more of a global sensibility into my own home, since I can't go out into the world. And so I guess I'm hoping to see what you guys have in store for us in that regard as well.
I cannot wait to see your new stuff this season. I'm excited to see graphic impact. I want to see big, big patterns. I want to see really lively and beautiful textures. You know, we are in a moment right now where we're all sort of seeing the same things in and out. And I just want punch and power. And I want to see things really, really come to life in an impactful way.
And I am hoping to see a little bit of wanderlust, because I want you to transport us to someplace exotic and inspiring. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
After hearing that little video, I think we better inspire. What do you think?
Absolutely. I'm so excited to share this story today.
Well, I'll tell you, we heard that in the video that you want to hear some naturals, that people want to see some naturals and some graphic bold prints. And Tara, are we going to see some of that today?
Yes, we will. Stay tuned.
We're going to see that and a lot more. So one of the things over the years, you know, a lot of you have said to us is, you know what? Where do you guys get your inspiration? Where do you get your ideas? And I think now more than ever, people are looking for something that's going to inspire them. So Tara, would you do me a favor? Would you talk to everyone a little bit and maybe share a story about what the inspiration was for this season and how we got to where we are with Savanna, our summer 2020 launch?
Absolutely. So, as most of you know, each season we have an inspirational theme, a story to make the season cohesive. It stems from our research of trends, travel, and of course includes our own creative expression. Sometimes the story begins with an object, a season, or a feeling, or travel, and then turns into a collection. This story began with a trip that Phillip made a few years ago to Africa. The photos, videos sparked our imagination for open spaces, animal prints, and the Savanna. This newest collection, Savanna, seeks inspiration from the safari grasslands. This undeniably escapist collection calls us back to nature. When looking at global trends, we notice exotic animal prints and layered them with striking textures. Now more than ever, we find comfort in the daydreams of faraway lands, lush grasses, and wondrous adventures. These new collections offer a journey of comfort and style through a vast array of colors, textures, and patterns. We hope this exotic exploration engages all your senses as we bring the outside world right to your door.
Wow! Well, I'll tell you, we saw some amazing pictures there. I'll tell you guys, I was transported right back to that trip many years ago to Africa. In fact, I feel like I'm in Cape Town right now. Like Table Mountain is literally right behind me.
And I'm on the safari.
You're on safari. I'll tell you. Well, guys, you heard a little bit about the inspiration, but I know you're dying to see what's next. How did Phillip Jeffries interpret this inspiration?
Mhm.
And I want to share with you, we're going to do this launch a little bit differently than in the past, everybody. You know, in the past, we've gone through in a presentation, here's the content, here's the width, here's the cleanability. And yes, that stuff is important, definitely. You know, in the past, we've gone through and showed and told the story of some of these artisans and how they weave every single yarn of one of our raffia or hand place a gold leaf. And if you look very closely, you'll really be able to see that in some of the slides we're about to show now. So please be very observant when you look through. But you know what? This season we think is a little bit different. The world's a little bit different. It's a different time. It's a different place. And this season, we decided to let the pictures tell the story. So this season, Phillip Jeffries is introducing our version of a fashion show or an interior show. So with that, I am proud to launch our summer 2020 launch, Savanna. And away we go. Well, what do you think? Hopefully we inspired. Hopefully we got some exciting things. And we actually have a couple of more exciting things to share with you all as well. There's actually a couple of hidden gems we're still going to discuss before we finish up. But chat us up. Tell us what you thought. Tell us what some of your favorites were. And we have some exciting stuff we still want to share. Isn't that right, Tara?
Yeah, that's right. Let's do it.
I'll tell you, on this collection, as you take a look at your screen, we really tried to give you a little bit of what Phillip Jeffries, I think, is best known for, giving you some of these fabulous textiles, these gorgeous linens, those hand-woven raffias, as well as some of those big, bold collections like Cape Town. But like I mentioned, there's still more. And at the very end of the presentation, we're actually going to ask you all to take a poll to let us know what your favorite is. So before moving forward, there's a couple of things, like I said, I do want to mention, and I know what you might be asking. Tara, you know, do you think that some people might want some of these samples? Do you think some people might want some of these new collections?
Absolutely, and we can do that. So you can just contact your rep or even put in the chat that you'd like to request some samples and we can help you out.
Absolutely. We're actually going to go through at the end how you can get a complimentary sample card or some samples. So if you hold on till the very end, we'll go through that. But again, there's a couple of things we want to hit on, as well as just discuss a couple of additional collections that we didn't quite hit on. So first off, we want to just really articulate that we realize it's tough out there right now. And, you know, we're thinking of all of you guys. And with that, we wanted to first talk to you about something that we hope is going to inspire you and continue to get you excited. Phillip Jeffries is launching the drop. What is the drop, you might ask? Well, we're hoping to get you the drop on what's going on in design right now with our own version of a design magazine and an updated source book. It's almost 100 pages, chock full of some fabulous installation shots, just great examples of our texture. There's some great designer features, as well as an example of some of our latest and greatest hits. There's even a before and after. So if you want a copy of the drop, please text on the chat, "I want the drop," and we'll be in touch. Or, of course, you can reach out to your own, excuse me, your own salesperson or local showroom. Additionally, we wanted to talk to you about, again, what we call the PJ Pledge. As we've mentioned, we understand right now it's a very difficult time out there. And as a family business, myself, my brother, and my partner Jeffrey, our father and mother Eric and Susan, as well as the whole Phillip Jeffries family, is trying to do everything we can to help out and be there for you all in the design community. So with that, we launched a new campaign last month called the PJ Pledge. So what is the PJ Pledge? The PJ Pledge is if you've placed a wall covering order with a company that's no longer in business. We realize that unfortunately some of the great names in our industry are no longer with us this year. If you've placed an order and unfortunately that company went out of business, or for whatever reason you can't get your wall covering order, Phillip Jeffries will offer you a comparable item at a discounted price and free shipping. We're also going one step further. For the rest of the month of May, any order that you place for one of our 1,000+ items that are in stock that are able to ship out the same day, or any item in our collection, is available with free freight through the end of the month. And then lastly, we have our free storage option. If your office is closed, your installer's not accepting any material, or your client doesn't want that wall covering sent to their home right now, no problem. With any wall covering order that's paid in full, Phillip Jeffries will hold it for up to 60 days at no charge for you. Again, it's our little way of saying thank you and trying to be there as a helping hand. So lastly, we want to talk on just 2 hidden collections. I know we gave you a lot of exciting things to see today, but there are a couple of additional ones. And I know you're asking, well, what are they? I want to know. Well, to find out what those 2 additional collections are, you're going to have to contact either your local salesperson, your local showroom, or phillipjeffries.com to see the entire collection, to really hear about some of those the art of some of these handcrafted wall coverings, and to hear more about what inspired Tara and her design team. So Tara, before we leave everybody, tell us about the poll.
So yeah, you can pick your favorite Phillip Jeffries design from this season, from summer 2020. I know my favorite is the Savanna weave, but you can pick your favorite and tell us what you like best. Love to hear from you.
Yeah. If you'd like to know my favorite, or you'd like to know what everyone else's favorites were, you're going to have to tune in to Phillip Jeffries Instagram Live. So we're on every Tuesday and Thursday. In addition to being the president of Phillip Jeffries, I'm also an Instagram host. and we try to, we have a podcast, Instagram show called Behind the Design, where we talk design, business, and have a little bit of fun in this crazy new world. So if you're looking for a little fun throughout the day, come on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 2 p.m. And on our next show, we're going to unveil what the winner was. So on behalf of myself, Tara, I had a good time today. Tara, did you?
Oh, I had the best time. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us, and we hope that you enjoy the new collection.
Yeah, we hope you had a great time too. We hope we took you away during this crazy time and gave you a little bit of excitement and put a smile on your face. So again, to see the new collections, to hear about those 2 hidden collections that we didn't show today, please contact your local salesperson or the Phillip local showroom or pj.com. The new collection is going to be up on the website in the next hour or so. And of course, don't forget the drop. So, and again, have a great day wherever you are. At Phillip Jeffries, we always like to say, make it a great day.
Have a great day.
Take care, everyone. Thank you so much.